Hey, how's it going? Dylan here. Today we're going to be talking about Glass. Now, this is my first review of 2019. What a thing to start out on this year. I was very lucky to get invited by Disney to my first ever Disney press screening, which was for Glass here in Oz. And the Adelaide screening was actually a day before the rest of Australia, apparently. So really happy about that. I kind of got a little bit of a lead. But it's not a huge rush. Obviously, the movie doesn't come out till next week. I rewatched Unbreakable and Split the night before going to see Glass, which worked really well. I don't usually get a chance to do that kind of thing with sequels, but I thought, considering I hadn't seen Unbreakable for like 10 years or so, I really need to refresh my memory of that film, and damn, it still holds up. Glass is an interesting beast for sure. It's 100% not really what I was necessarily expecting after absolutely loving Unbreakable and liking Split. Not quite as much as Unbreakable. But both of those were very solidly created and really had me hyped for Glass. Now, obviously, a bunch of negative reviews came out the other day. The morning I went to see this, actually, they came out and dropped, and lots of bad reviews, things like that. Didn't get me down. I don't really care about the mainstream reviews. I had a feeling that this would be something I would enjoy. A large chunk of this film is pretty self-contained, and I think that that's possibly why people were put off by the film. It's slow-moving, does rely on the audience as having seen both prior films quite a bit, so I can see why a lot of people were possibly turned away. The film sports some very interesting cinematography with odd angles and great use for reflections, including a specific shot where you're seeing a scene through the reflection of someone's eye. Really cool stuff. Glass brings the casts of the previous films together, merging them fairly well, which was pretty surprising. Once again, though, McAvoy steals the show here, showcasing the personalities, as we know, really well from Split. Samuel L. Jackson gets a nice amount of screen time here and plays Elijah just as well as he did back in 2000. Bruce Willis puts in possibly his best performance in quite a few years, but I did feel it wasn't at the same level as he played Dunn in Unbreakable. The supporting cast also gave a really solid performance, specifically Sarah Paulson and Anya Taylor-Joy were really likable in this. I really enjoyed what they did. In the end, I can definitely see why many came out of Glass feeling disappointed. But for myself, Glass feels right. It's a really good conclusion to the story. Sports some great little surprises and twists. Of course there is. It's Shyamalan. If you're a fan of Unbreakable and Split, definitely give this one a try, but don't go into it thinking that it's going to be exactly the same as the other two films, because it's definitely not. And it's definitely not your usual conclusion to a story. Thanks very much for listening to my thoughts on Glass, which is in cinemas this Thursday in Australia. Thanks to Disney Australia and New Zealand for hooking me up with the screening of Glass. Very much appreciated. Looking forward to working with you in the future. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to see more, hit that bell button to be notified of new uploads as they become available, and until next time, take very good care.